Hello, I'm reviewing the first Thor movie and the second one called Thor the Dark World to Thor Ragnarok, and last one, Thor Love and Thunder, the fourth installment and final one by Marvel Studios Thor movies. All of the Thor movies, I give a solid 8 out of 10, above average, guilty pleasures. They are great guilty pleasures in my book. Before I go further, hit the bell button and subscribe. Second, hit the subscribe button after hitting the bell button, and that's how you get subscribed and subscribe to my content now. If you like, and hit the thumbs up, and that's how you get to hit the thumbs up, and that's how you get the thumbs up, and that's how you hit the thumbs up and like the video, and do that with the other videos. You know, don't have to see them in any order. Now I'm going to continue my review. I'm going to go into some spoiler territory. So the first one, I'm just going to give talk about each one individually now, okay? Might go into spoiler territory, or may or may not. I'm not really sure if I think it's, I'm not really sure, okay? So, the thing is, I think my favorite Thor movie is the first one. Because it's so many, because here's the thing. I find the movies, there's like, all the Thor movies, he's always on the self-discovery journey every time. And there's only so many times you can do that story and make it tell that story the same story. And actually, yeah, so yeah, it gets kind of repetitive, the whole self-discovery thing that they do with Thor 4 times in a row. Even when we get to the Taika Waititi one. And no, and I kid, it's just, and yes. I think that my favorite Thor movie is the first one. Because it's the one that did the least overstaying its welcome. It'll say it's the least job, it did the least damage of overstaying its welcome. That's why I give the first Thor movie an 8 out of 10. It's rot your brain dead fun. All of the 4 installments to Thor. All of the Thor movies, there are 4 of them, by Marvel Studios, starring Chris Hemsworth as Thor. And bunch of annoying side characters I didn't care for. Like, Dorothy, Jane Foster, and her friends. Ugh. But then Ragnarok replaced, you see, the Thor Ragnarok did a fantastic job by getting rid of those characters. And making Thor the annoying one. And making him the unlikable prick that Dorothy and Jane Foster and his friends used to represent to the audience. The comedic relief. So, that's what Taika Waititi reinvents Thor as. The comedic relief is in two of his last Thor movies. In the two last Thor movies called Thor Ragnarok and Thor Love and Thunder. Go figure. With that fuckhead. What the hell is what did I watch? Is what I thought to myself when I watched Thor Ragnarok and Love and Thunder. It's like, now when you get to Thor Love and Thunder, he's not as annoying. He's just like an incompetent, reckless hero. Why? Why is he doing this to Thor? Is what I thought to myself as I'm laughing at the movie and losing my mind when I was watching Thor Love and Thunder. How many times have I watched this versus Ragnarok? One time. How many times have I watched Ragnarok? Well, let's put it this way. I've seen every Thor movie at least multiple times on reruns voluntarily by myself. And with others, like my dad, watching it with me other times. For the first three Thor movies, but for the fourth one, I only watched that with my dad one time. And that was my first time watching that, and it was with my dad. Me and my dad watched it together the first time viewing it, and that, oh boy, I couldn't, I just, like, I don't think I want to go back. To me, the best Thor, Marvel's MCU Thor sequel is Thor Ragnarok, because that's the Thor sequel that's the least, you see, that was the last time I actually liked Thor as a character, and he was kind of annoying and obnoxious, and the only reason why I think I liked him and came to wanting to watch him more and more often is just because I guess the only reason what brought me back is something special of how what am I trying to say? Fuck. Okay, I realize I'm talking about two movies at once. I'm talking about Thor Dark World, right? And I was getting sidetracked on Thor Ragnarok. Now, I wonder why I was getting confused with myself. Thor the Dark World, I give that an 8 out of 10 also. It's visually the most visually the most beautiful looking, visually stunning of all of the Thor movies. And It's the most, it has the most, it has more of the, comic book lore. It has more lore of Asgard built into the story in the movie of The Dark World. This first Thor sequel of Thor 2, The Dark World, titled Thor, The Dark World. This is my favorite sequel and my favorite Thor movie next to the first one. My third favorite Thor movie is Thor Ragnarok. My least favorite Thor movie is, well, the last one, Thor Love and Thunder, ironically. Now that I say it, it sounds kind of ironic and funny, in a way. And, I felt like there was more, I felt like the last two Thor movies felt like 3 movies in one. Thor Ragnarok and Thor Love and Thunder, directed by Taika Waititi, who I swear to God I thought was Asian until I looked him up. Just by the name, I assumed that was an Asian director. Because his name sounds Asian to me. You know, like Chinese or Japanese or Asian or something like that. Or like, you know, Native American. Somewhere like an elseworld part of the country. Name Taika Waititi. It's a funny name. TT. Titties. Hey, Titty. So that's my review on all the 4 Thor movies in the Thor saga, of all 4 Thor movies by Marvel Studios in the MCU, also known as the MCU by other comedians on the internet. There are also other movie critics trying to be comedians. So, and I don't know. I don't even try to joke like that because I don't think I could pull that joke off if I calling it the MCU, you know. And it's just Marvel Studios. It was all, you know. It's just, it's a B movie company that makes a bunch of B movies and makes money off of them. But sometimes they'll make magic, like Deadpool, Wolverine, or the Guardians movie, or like the first, you know. You know, sometimes they'll make better movies than just guilty pleasures, is what I'm trying to say. In my opinion, I think Wizard of Oz and Taxi Driver is also the two greatest classic cinema that just to me happens to be also guilty pleasure, because I give them an 8 out of 10. Because I enjoy the cinema, I enjoy the movies for what they were, but I never related to any of the characters in the movie or sympathized with them. I just thought, hey, this is a cool movie, but I never got suckered into invested into the characters. Same goes for the Thor movies. But the first one came the closest to me. Why I give all 4 of the Thor movies a solid 8 out of 10 guilty pleasures. They're great like the Taxi Driver movies starring Robert De Niro. Or like Judy Garland's Wizard of Oz. Or like The Lion King 1.5, or Lion King 2, or Lion King 1 from 1994. I love those guilty pleasure movies. They don't make a lick of sense. They make as much sense as the animated Titanic trilogy that I haven't reviewed yet, but that's another video. I'm saving that for. Okay, goodbye.